Hi everyone, good morning. It's Saturday morning again, and how are you doing? And I'm glad to be here today this morning. And see, this week has been super exciting for me, and it's been a wonderful week full of showers of blessings, as in the cold every day, the rain every day is just something as well. We still thank God, because in all things we have to just thank God. You know, when there was heat, we were complaining that this heat is too much, but now God is giving us every day daily shower, and we are grateful to God for that. But just make sure that you keep yourself warm. Don't take too much cold drink. Take warm water and keep yourself warm. And for you that you have kids, keep them warm. You understand? So it's good for your health. And this morning again, I have my gist partner here today. Please let me celebrate our celebrity stylist, Lady Sugar MOG.
Thank you. When did the sugar enter?
I don't give you name now. Lady Sugar. You don't like sugar?
No,
you don't want to
like
be
sugar.
sweet?
No, sugar can give you pipe, so I don't want
Can
sugar.
give you. What sugar is good? Sugar is sweet now. Sweetness. I'm calling you a sweet baby.
No, I don't want sugar.
Okay, what do you want me to call you?
By my name now.
Your name.
I don't want
Lady Sugar. I like it. I like it. Lord Sugar has given me that inspiration to be calling you sweet name.
Lord Sugar did not say you should call me Lady Sugar.
Well, what is the meaning of that now? Lord Sugar, Lady Sugar.
I know.
Okay, I don't want to call you mommy, mama again. I want to call you something sweet and romantic. Mutiat. I won't call you Mama Mutia. Mutiatu. No, is that I call you Mutiatu or Lady Sugar?
That's not how my name is pronounced. That's not how it's pronounced.
All right. So just looking sweet, you know, when you look good, you look pretty all the time. It shows that, okay, oh, this baby is sweet and she's still a happening babe. Don't like somebody make you look old or make you feel old. You are still happening now.
Yes, sir.
Yes, so for Mr. Tayo. For Mr. Tayo, always looking sweet for him. So how has been your week?
I'm fine.
You're fine.
Pushing it.
Yeah, and how are you feeling now? I know you've been down with malaria for some days.
Yeah.
Overwork.
It should be
too much.
I didn't go for test, so I'm not sure if it is malaria.
You really need. I told you that you need that rest. I'm going to seize your phone, and not only your phone. I might not even seize your phone, your machine. That's the main thing I'm going to seize, so that you can have that rest.
Vacation.
It's very important. It is well with you. And on my right hand here, I have an amazing soul here that she's joining us for the first time.
Yes,
and I said, okay, it's good to have someone, a young mind, as in, you know, always on point with gist, latest gist. She loves gist. I don't want to call it apropos, but you know, she loves to hear opinion. Party gist lover. Don't worry, don't worry. See what they do for gist lover, So don't worry, don't let me talk. Anyway, please join me as I welcome my beautiful young lady here, Bishop Babe, as usually called. She said you shouldn't call her today, but let us declare it for the sake of.
Yes.
Please, I will introduce her properly, but please celebrate Bisola Olowo Kere ni Jerome.
Yes.
Okay, Mommy David. Let them see you so that so they know that she's taking.
Yes.
How are you, Bisola? Good to have
fine.
you here. How is everything?
Fine, thank you,
David.
It's fine.
He's fine. And Mr. Olowo Kere.
He's in his base.
He's watching us there. Okay, so your babe, your sweetheart is here to join the ladies on Just a Chat. So we're glad to have you this morning.
Thank you.
Yes, so let's go to the gist, because it's a great gist we want to have this morning. And you know, it's been a week full of events and activities, and the main event that really took place this week was Chivido 2024. Chivido. You know, honestly, I was like, I didn't know. I wasn't like you said. You were following them. You online association of online in-laws. One day you'll be following them from the beginning, from the inception, and till the end of the whole thing. So thank you, Esho. Thank you for following us. So just Bishop. So how far with the gist? Were you online or true?
I was. We're the online in-laws.
I trust you.
We're the one checking those that went and those that didn't
go.
Did not go. So we were so online yesterday.
Well, actually, I was actually happy for them though, because I didn't even know. I knew that we were planning for wedding, but I just stumbled on it on Instagram on Tuesday, and I was like, oh, today is Davido and Chioma's wedding at last.
Yes,
I
sir.
was just thinking of what was going through the lady's mind, that yes, my hand has touched this guy finally. I mean, what do you feel? As in, the whole scenario was fun to me. I was just following, just from one block to the other, just seeing how things were going, people's responses, different things, and the likes. So, what's your own? What did you bring back? What gist did you bring back from the whole event that took place?
Yeah. The gist is love covers all things.
All things.
And
Oh.
from
Even
from my
with the
view,
past and
yes, it covers as in from my view. The Davido said something. He said, "I am the happiest. Today is my happiest."
it really showed.
You understand?
From,
And
he
you can
was
see
not
the
tired, as in the way he was just doing everything. The energy level was so high. It was really
Yes.
hyper that day.
Yes. When you are getting married to somebody that understands you, it's not that it's
Exactly.
fine. You know that others are not good. Everybody have their flaws. Even the one he got married to has her flaws. But when a man knows that, okay, this person understands me better than every
And she
other person.
stands by
You
me
understand?
against
It's,
all
it's,
odds.
it's when you understand who you are dating. That's when you can stand by the person.
Yeah, I think that's what really made him happy.
That is it.
Davido and Chioma has come a long way, you know,
Yeah.
despite all obstacles. The two of them got to know each other way before his baby mamas and all.
Really?
They went to the same school together,
Yeah,
Backup University.
Backup,
so
yeah.
he was introduced to, like
through his,
like his
Lati,
PA. So, you know, for a lady to wait for you to have like 5 children that is not hers and still be with you no matter what. She's a very quiet person, a very reserved person. You will never see a blog carrying Chioma's whatever, unlike his other baby mamas that come online to throw tantrums and all.
You know,
Yeah, so
sorry, as tease all through those periods was really, really on point. She
Exactly.
never responded to all the
all.
critics. You know, people always come for her. You know, there are these people that, you know, they call them Boromideleru.
Yes.
They would, you yourself that you will have matter, you won't even take it up, or you won't even react, but they will be, are you, this guy is cheating on you, he's doing this, and you're not responding. But the lady just maintained. She didn't, you could hardly see where she responded to all those critics that, Davido is a cheat, she's this, she's that. And, you know, that brought up the question I threw online that, okay, knowing your partner's weakness before dating, like maybe the cheating area, that, okay, you know that this guy is a cheat, and you still want to go ahead with the person. And I was asking the question that, is cheating enough deal breaker for someone to cut off an engagement with someone you profess to love or not? And I think I got different responses. Let me just, I would love to hear her home view, but let me just read this response online. You know, when I ask a question, let me just try and look for it. The person said he responded to the 3 questions, but regarding this one, that should cheating be a deal breaker? So she said people have different deal breakers. Some people will say, as long as he is not cheating in my presence, or maybe bringing her to my matrimonial home, I will still cope. And some people cannot stand it at all, as in zero tolerance for cheat. So I would say cheating as a deal breaker depends on the people involved in the relationship. So, emoji.
Yes, she is on point. She is on point. And my own view is this. You know, Davido as a person, you know, sometimes when we're talking about cheating, it has level. As in, you know, when you see a poor, I'm not downgrading anyone. Okay, don't let me go through that route. Davido has everything that a woman will want. Even if Davido doesn't call them, they rush. You understand? They rush him, and he's human. You understand?
So he can't stand the pressure.
Yes, and they know what he likes, and it's what he likes that comes his way. And I think
as
the wife
is spec of
his
woman.
specs, yes, and I think that the chairman has really studied him. He knows that this kind of person that is being exposed, that has all, is wealthy, is a celebrity, he has all what it takes for a woman to say, no, I must have him, even if I don't have him in totality. Let me just drop something for him, as in let me just give birth. Let me
As a
just
baby.
let me just
So
invest.
you think
in him.
maybe she used that first baby to tie
No,
him down,
no,
or
no,
what do you
no.
think?
What I'm saying is this: Chioma understand that the guy he is getting married
You
to,
understand the assignment? He
he
knows.
understands the assignment. He doesn't need anybody to. Maybe well, fine. Maybe he has gone through counseling, or some people have even sat harder and like, one, you are getting married to a wealthy person. You are getting married to a celebrity. Your husband is exposed. Your husband is exposed to so many things, and this is his weakness. Are you staying or you want to go? Because if you say you want to go, fine, it's good for you. But if you say you can stay, this will continue. Can you cope?
And it's going to be,
It's
it might even go worse. Okay, look at this case of Makun AY, that the wife got divorced and saving because of cheating, fidelity.
Yes,
At least it is something she has been coping with.
With.
You know, there are a lot of people, you know, I'm not saying, I'm just trying to say that it's not everybody that can really stand and say, oh, in as much as I know that, oh, she is a man of every woman, but how about dealing with infections every now and then, and you know that, oh, my husband has a tendency to still go out to cheat on me, even though I know that he has been a cheat before we got married, but as far as I'm the wife, I'm the one in charge, I'm okay with that. How about now, say, okay, like that, those ones, they've been married for like almost 20 years, AY and the wife now, and she just said, okay, I can't cope with this again. So how about that?
No, what I'm talking about now, I'm not generalizing it, and I'm not endorsing it.
Okay.
I'm narrowing it to Chioma's
case,
decision,
yeah.
Chioma's case, because for her to stand up to this time, even there's so many scandals, there's so many things that the video have done, and you can still see her still standing. That means she's determined. She's like, okay, I know this is his weakness, and I will not leave him because of that. Yes, I'm aware. I'm aware of his weakness, and I will continue working on that, and I think I can cope. I think that is why
if he doesn't change.
Yes, I think that is why he's still. I think that is why he's still standing. Because some other ladies can't cope.
They can't. I think it's about individuals' opinion or decision.
Yeah, I feel like Chioma is really like not really the public type of person. She's not the kind of person that you see in the midst of all these influencers. You understand? So I felt like she knows what she's going in for. So she and Davido met way before any of his baby mamas and all that. They've been together like when Davido was also taking his degree in school and all that. But before he came to the limelight of being well known, you know that he has had so many scandals like that in the school, like that we are dating and you are because I'm an upcoming. Let's even bring aside that maybe he's an upcoming artist or something, but he came from a very wealthy family. So somebody be like, even if he doesn't marry me, so far I have an hair for that family. So at least we know that maybe when he grows up, my son grows up, there's some connections.
Yes. Like that now, when Lord Sugar was talking about women being materialistic, is that not where it comes in now? That okay, you don't even care whether the person gives you infection or the person get married to you legally, in as much as you have a child for the family, you are entitled to the properties. And so is it because of money? Is money now important than number one, your health, your value system, I want a man that will be loyal to me? Is it not women or maybe ladies in quotes, some ladies trading those things for maybe wealth, material things?
Most ladies are trading that for wealth. They are, as in they don't care.
Mama, I want to say, like, ladies, if you want to get and happy, even me myself,
don't
make me happy, like, don't drop money in my account. I'll not be kissing you. So I'm begging you for back.
So money now. So when guys now say women are after money, so we shouldn't now defend it and do as if there is a lie.
No, they're actually not all.
Not but all. Money is important, so we shouldn't shy away from the truth that when there's money, maybe they say maybe you should say maybe money covers all things. Once the money is there, once the man is pumping money,
you said the love, the love, the way man pump, the way you will love the man.
But do we call that one real love?
But so you love him for the money he's giving you.
Do we call that one real love? What if the money stop coming? Will you still be able to cope? kiss. If we use to the dance like when it just drop, it just be kissing. You understand?
And you know, this thing is very, very rampant. You know, all these politicians and the likes, they don't even have time for love or to stay with you. You know, there was a time I signed off at a gym, and you know, I saw this big madams there, and I was, you know, whenever they are gisting, you know, me, I was just very small among them, and whenever they are gisting, I listen to their gist, and they'll be talking about how their husband, they don't care. One was even saying that the husband has never come home for the past maybe almost a year, that he just travel just from one country to the other, that but he send money home regularly. Just he opened a big shop for her. She doesn't, whether she sells or not, she doesn't care, in as much as the man is pumping money, and she said she's cool with it. But at the same time, does that mean women like this don't actually need love, real love?
Yeah.
You get, because things are really happening, especially at gym center.
No, that's like their top
You
areas. Okay,
understand?
I want to actually say this, that you know, buttressing from where you were, from the point you're coming from, that most married men and women that, you know, they engage in such this thing. When you notice that when they get married to the man, most of them, if you take a look at it, they get married to all those fathers that are even way older than them. So by the time they get married, they didn't marry him for love, they married him for inheritance, like for their children, to make their name, Regina Daniel, to make their name. If you want to tell me, to me, if you ask me if she loves him, to me, I don't think she does. Because, you know, when you go to the island, when you go to the island in the evening, you come and see those women. They packed their cars and pick guys, young guys that can satisfy them, and they go home. If maybe it's food that Baba want to eat, Baba will eat food and give them money, because they know he cannot meet their needs sexually.
Their sexual needs.
So what those kind of people do is, once the man is providing their money for them, they open flamboyant shops for them, and you know, even they might not even enter that shop for months. The man just opened it for them, and you know, that's how they live their life, to take care of sugar boys.
So no, let's deny women money. You know, when there's money, love will flow. But honestly, we need to
even when if you have a real love and money is not added,
the love will be sweeter.
But when money is not there,
that love will just, but that it will be limited. It's not that you don't love the person. It's not like it will not stand by the person. But just let money. God just add money to it, you enjoy it more.
I think the truth of it is, you know, to balance things off, we shouldn't just, you know, take it for like, okay, it is because of money that I want to marry this person. We shouldn't take the place of love. True love still exists. Because by the time we paint this scenario before men that, oh, money has to be there, that's why so many guys, like maybe guys in quote, they go to the extra level to make sure they make money at all means, because they know that once I give her money, I have the access to do anything, to cheat, to do, I have my life. So I think we need to really change that perspective. Fine, money is good. Me too, I love money, but you know, like we discussed the other time, that as a woman yourself, what are you doing? Do you have, what are you doing to even make ends meet? Even if that money is not flowing, can you still make money? Or all your life and everything is dependent on that man? If the man is not there again to give you money, what happens again? What happens next? So I think we need to change that narrative about, okay, everything is about money. I think that will take us to the next question, you know, still on where you know a deal breaker, maybe it's cheating a deal breaker for a guy. Somebody was making a scenario that, okay, at least when when he got married, his level of infidelity reduced. Kind of that he was loyal to Anita, and I think there are cases where the two cases were similar, because Anita too knew that, oh, this person this is what he does. He has so many baby mamas, and she still stood by him.
Yes, we know Two-Face and Anita's story too. A bit different from
Davido.
Davido came from a wealthy home, but Two-Face didn't come from a wealthy home. And Anita, then they were roughing it together.
They built it together.
Yes, that was like Two-Face could like, no, I just have to go back to the origin. No, not these ones that have seen me. That have seen me. Yes, when I have arrived, you understand. So he talked about it, that if I continue my life like this, people will spoil my life. But I believe so, because yesterday when I was just gisting with my husband, I said, do you know that Davido's cheating heart will be minimal. Now, he's responsible. Secondly, shame yema wambela.
And at the same time, I think there's a way you give a woman respect when you know that, oh, this person, okay, like considering the reason why we're guessing you might want to, you eventually ended up with her, somebody that stood with you. You understand, even though in spite all things that were happening around, the G's, the critics and everything, she stood by you. You know, as a guy, if you know that, oh, this woman really loves me for real, it shows that Chioma really loves Davido. No cap. You understand? Maybe that is, you know, that one enough should make him give her that respect that no, I must not trade this love for anything.
Well, most people feel like, you know, with the comments I heard, so online that maybe most people felt like Davido got married to Chioma to compensate her for her lost son.
Is that enough?
Okay,
because
I don't think it might be one
no,
of
that
it.
is, I said comments, yes.
It might be one of it. But I want to say this. There are other baby mamas too that love Davido the way Chioma loved Davido. But you know that you don't know what a man is really looking
for in a woman.
He talk about
he said he can
she's
cook.
a cook.
She can cook. And from the stories I had before now, that Chioma is homing, as in Chioma is not a girl that we say, we have to go to the eatery to eat. I can't cook, or I can't. You understand? That you always see her in the kitchen, even when the friends of the husband are around. He will cook for everybody. You know,
there's no PDA.
You understand? When it comes to what they and good food, and they say that this girl will go all out, be in the kitchen, cook for them. The girl is calm and all that. That alone.
Yeah, unlike other baby mamas that they will start, they pick their phone, they're always trying to update their status with their.
So the truth is, men really, no matter how loud they are, they know what they want.
Yes.
They might want to eat there, taste there, but you know that particular thing, they know what they want.
Yeah. Sure.
You know, and you know, like the qualities we're looking at in Chioma. Okay, she's a lady that has packaging everywhere.
Yes, so
beautiful, she's pretty,
and it
looks
as if she's also respectful. You know,
with the friends.
Yes, she doesn't move around this.
Even the way she embraces her friends.
She's not the public
the husband's family. You understand? You know, when you respect people will want to stand by you no matter what.
Sure.
Unlike when you are saucy.
Yeah, you saucy. You don't want to see your husband's friends.
So I think those are the things too that I can't lose this. If I lose this guy, I go. And some people will be telling you know, this guy has this and this character. Oh, that was. I'm not saying they don't love you, but you go suffer. You understand that a man too. It doesn't mean that because he's cheating, doesn't know what he's doing. It's not about only love alone, because Chioma loves him and Chioma also loves money too.
Assurance.
Yes, so assurance. So ladies, I think ladies should get this right. Don't be deceived that this is what a man loves. Maybe you are good at bed, you can give him all style and everything. You shape. He will take you, chop you, rub mouth, and still go for the one you want.
Best.
You understand? He was saying it.
He was really a
cook. You understand? She has compared. So he has compared. The other. You understand? But this girl, she's still standing.
Yeah, she is. So I think that should be a pointer to a lot of ladies. Fine, she might have her flaws and some people really see some other things, but you know, guys, real men knows what they want. They know what they want in a lady. So please set your priority right when you are portraying or presenting yourself to a man or to a guy. And I wanted to say something about. I was talking about that the two-phase case. That okay. Now that he's married, they believe that he should be responsible and more focused.
Yes.
So I think
even some ladies too will shift back a bit.
Are you sure? Are you sure?
Let me land. Unlike before, when he has not taken one person as the wife, everybody is rushing to be it might be a chance. I might even end up to be his wife. But this one, there is a wife at home. They will just stay as side chick, no matter what. They will stay as side chick.
So you're actually admitting that ladies will come but will remain as side chick.
That's
of course.
So that's except Davido, like some people that will be like, let me try my luck if I can be the one that he will choose at the end of the day. He has broken so many.
Yeah.
Okay, ah.
Somebody was
That
like,
Tuesday.
why didn't he invite his baby mama? That even not one of them. And someone was like,
And
if you invite baby mama, would you go for that? Eh?
I won't now.
But so some ladies get mine. There was a time I was doing an interview, and those interviewers, they were not teasing me on set, and I was like, okay. Now as I was the one they were interviewed. They say, okay, we are not telling you to leave your husband's house. We're not telling you to go, but we're just saying, just shift for us small. I say, shift for where? I have occupied everywhere. They're just teasing. And I was like, okay, some lady will still want to come and
Yes, now.
they want to just present themselves.
And now, as there is a legal and official
Binding.
right now.
Right,
He has given Chioma another power,
another
level of power. Like Annie. Annie too got another power that Okomilele, this is my husband now.
Unlike the owner.
Unlike before that, even she's not too sure. You understand? She's not too sure. But now that I am sure that this guy is my guy, forget it. I will fight. This is my home. I will protect my home to any level.
So going to the question that does marrying the love of your life reduces infidelity in marriage? If you know that, okay, fine. No, if you know that, okay, this person really loves me, I think for any man that maybe his eyes is always here and there, I think there should be a level of respect for the woman you put in. That's just my head. For the woman you put in, and just give her that regard. At least before you chose that one, you have seen everything. You have seen that, okay, this person meets my criteria in a woman, and I should give her the regard. This person said the only thing that is guaranteed in this life is God and Jesus. The best human is still human and can fall off track. He said marrying the love of your life is good, but both must continually be committed to each other.
Yes,
that is very, very important. That commitment, renewing spicing up your relation. Don't say, because I am now the woman, I'm the wife, you now go and relax. The things you are doing, maybe you are cooking good soup before, and you just say, I don't get the thing. I now reduce those things. You must be committed to each other. I say, and guard their vows, and be sure not to keep anything from each other. Above all, they should trust God to keep them from falling, and not trust on their own understanding. I think that's very, very key. Don't leave room for any scavengers to come. Don't say they can't come in.
They play.
That's your door.
They just want you to open.
Open wherever you and say, I've got it. I'm not missing Davido. And say, go and relax. Okay. And the last question was talking about why do people think extravagant or wealthy people's marriage have high rate failure? I think somebody did a video on that, just concerning this Chivido's wedding, that they've spent too much on the wedding, that the marriage will not last, that it's too extravagant. And I was like, how will people just be so negative in their life? Because maybe, now taking Davido's marriage outside, people believe that when wealthy men's children, that they don't have a lasting marriage.
Well, I feel like most of it is actually true. Like, yes, actually true that most of them don't have a lasting marriage, because most of things we have been made to see is that most of them don't marry for love. They marry for connection. Like this one father might be bidding for this contract, this one might be bidding for this contract, and he knows that if there need to be a mutual understanding between both families before we can come together and make an agreement. So they give birth to a girl. Now why not? I'm like, I don't like this person, but I know what I felt. If you know I'm your father, if you know that I'm the one that you marry this girl. So by the time they eventually get married, they discover that they're not compatible. What this guy might like might not be what she might like. So most of them, they will do that wedding. We have this society that we want to give societal pressure. We want to pressure people like, from this family, we are financially okay. So we want to do that wedding that, they will do that wedding. So, but both parties, have you sat them down that, okay, are you happy? So most of this now is parents are no longer concerned about their children's happiness. They are concerned about what they are going to get from it. So I feel like concerning that, most marriages that comes from both sides majorly don't, last long like that. They don't.
Based on those points that you mention, because it's a matter of individual.
Like,
Like,
that's
it's a
what I
matter
say. It's
of
about the
individual.
people in the marriage.
That is
You
it.
understand? That matters a lot.
That is it.
Because you can't just say because is money good, fine. If I have the money to rent private jet to do flamboyance, I will do it. You understand? So why should
doesn't
it?
reduce
You understand? Like maybe
Pose a risk
in
in my marriage.
my marriage, and until you realize that okay, money is just like it's like bird. If it comes today, it could fly tomorrow. The money you are seeing today, I'm marrying this person because the family is rich and the likes, it might not be there tomorrow. So the person there, is it there because the family is rich? Like people may say, Chioma married Davido because it comes from a wealthy family. Fine, it could be that way too, but if they have the ability to rent as many, somebody said they shut down the whole internet, they did this and that because of fine, is their day. So I think it's a choice for them to spend anything they want. I don't know. It's a choice.
Yeah, it's a choice. Okay, like some people will say that okay, what if let's assume that Davido it's not wealthy and it's not from a
You
wealthy
still want to.
and all these cheatings.
You to say,
Papa no dey cheat like that now. Papa no dey cheat.
That's it.
You were saying,
I don't want to
you
say
cheating to
anybody-
the point
no,
of having
I don't want to
5
say
children.
anybody- I don't want to mention that people are
If
it is not of that level. Chioma go don carry her bag.
and do you know
How many women will even want to say 5 children?
do you know people even call Davido that he's a spoiled brat, that you understand?
Living on his father's money.
You understand? He's living, me I'm about 30 billion girl, all the like bragging and the likes. You understand?
Yes.
So
Going back to the question that having a flamboyant wedding can might pose a risk. No, from your point here, but if in this situation, Chioma and Davido won't be that money. And they've gone through a lot.
Yeah.
Most all these wealthy when you looked at them, their courtship might not be that long. Even if the courtship is long, it's just because your parents, one parent is pushing one.
Yeah.
One parent, you understand?
let this guy go
I
now.
know this guy. We all pray all together.
okay.
The guy is okay for you and all that. It's not that it's coming naturally from. So when the two of you comes together, the two of you cannot, you will not be able to cope with each other because you be feeling sometimes there might be some things that will just need to then go you, but you will be feeling invisible because the love is not coming. You're trying to form it, but it's not coming. And when anything happens like this, you just like, Ile Baba me, I still have my house there. You understand? Oh yeah.
This Bishop said something that poor people know they cheat. So I want to talk about that one. That okay, does that mean
No,
there are some women, there are some women that they don't pray their husband becomes rich, that they don't pray that their husband gets money. That once he gets money like this,
my cheat. The major reason I said poor man no dey cheat because Davido now he has like 5 baby mamas. So imagine if Davido does not have money, will he have up to 5 baby mamas? Now so it's man that is speaking.
Sure,
That's why I said poor man no dey cheat.
Sure.
Honestly, it's a very, very important and interesting because their marriage, looking at it and everything, the way they started losing a child. A lot of people said a lot of things. There was one that even said Chioma she's the brain behind like maybe she sacrificed her son.
Remember when he died that time?
When the son died, that she sacrificed that she sacrificed the son for his fame so that he won't go down and
that one is not verified, so we can't.
But they were actually planning their wedding even before the son died.
But she sacrificed a lot of things for her, but that commitment to stay with him in spite all odds and everything is still what really, really gave me that head that okay, this girl really, she deserves it. You understand? I think somebody posted something which I want us to really talk about before we just end this session. Just still on relationship and the like. Somebody said, I'm trying to look for talking about when a woman gets married, she relocates to go and meet the husband. A woman that has built a career, built everything, built a business, and because of marriage, that she will go and meet the husband that is not in the country, and she will start all over again. And somebody was like, is it even worth it? You understand? You
Yes.
have built your career, you have built a business in a particular place, and your partner is in another maybe state or another country entirely. And you, as a lady, you believe, oh, I need to get married. Marriage is more important to me. Let me just leave everything. So, is it really worth it?
No, it depends on the two parties.
Hmm.
The two parties need to weigh it. You said the person has relocated.
Hmm.
Is the person established over
The
there?
man.
The man. And let's weigh it.
It
Yes,
depends,
how
it
more
depends
people
on the
established.
location. If it's from Lagos to Calabar, is it what it is?
It might even
No,
be from Lagos. It might
if
even
he's
be
doing well,
that
if he's doing well,
if he is doing well there, I don't have problem
but
with
you know,
that.
there are
But you are
some.
struggling and you want me to leave an established business, yeah, to move with you.
Mhm.
I know. I don't
But
think
you know,
it's not wise.
there are some ladies that they are really career oriented, and
Yeah.
they, no, no man, your money is your money, my money is my money. You are
Exactly.
established.
Will
I am
there,
established.
will there be a
Because
flow?
it's very, this topic is very well. It's something we might continue later, but I just want us to chip it into establish it now. Relocating with your partner. Someone say, okay, okay, I've seen the post. Say one of the major issues with marriage is relocation. One man will just come and marry you from your Surulere and take you to Agbowa Ikorodu. Now you have to start. Now you have to start waking up by 4 a.m. to go to work, and there's something you are not used to. If married women, so it was like I would rather stay where I'm working and I'm making my money, and the man. Some will even say, okay, they will weigh the salary. Okay, how much are you earning as the man where you are? Can't you relocate to come and meet the
Men have
woman?
one pride.
Do you understand? At
Yeah.
least we are women here. I want us to have a man in the house,
Yeah, yes, to discuss.
talk about that. Is it worth it to change, maybe based on where your husband is, and say you want to go and meet your husband because of marriage, or because a lot of people are just staying apart because of work or career?
Yeah, but before they agree to marry, they
Exactly.
would have
They would
as
have,
in
yeah,
gone
sat down.
into
Do the feasibility
agreement.
study.
But
Yes.
so the reality is there are some things that you don't think about when you are still in the
I know this
lovey-dovey,
one is major.
lovey-dovey.
Yes, now there's no
major
way.
You might think some things will work easily for you. I remember when I got married. Now, I was not actually doing anything per se before I got married. And when I got married, I was just staying at home. Then I'll be going with my husband to location, I was even staying at home before going to location with him. I would stay at home, be on my phone. Then there was no even internet like this. It was so boring. It was so boring, and I was almost getting depressed because I couldn't get a job. Before, my husband advised me that, okay, why not start a business? Because then I was looking for, as when I studied industrial chemistry, I was looking for maybe a job at oil company and the likes, and I wasn't getting employed. And he said, why not start something and begin to start your business? You understand? But that process of, I was thinking, oh, once I get married, I will get work easily. There are sometimes you have some assumption that, okay, by the time we get there, within like 2-3 months, I will get job. Things doesn't go the way we plan sometimes. Even though, so you might have that plan and say, oh, we'll do this, we'll do that. But how about if it changes or things doesn't work the way you plan? Will life not continue?
The life will continue, but in this situation, we are somewhere well established, and that your husband is in another place, maybe he's trying to put things together before you guys get married. You will have discussed it.
So if it doesn't work, so do you now say that it's better for the person that is doing well to stay away while the husband to stay away, even though they are married?
No, if it's possible, because that's what we always say, like what Mr. David said the other time. He said women, we always see our man as a source of everything. Yes, as a source of everything. Right? If you know you are the one that is well established than your husband, the two of you can talk about it. Why not help him too out of it? If he can come over, it doesn't mean that the woman is bruising your head.
Do you know there are some men that are egoistic?
I said
They would rather want to
My sister too. My sister
I've seen
got married.
somebody, the lady, before they got married, the lady was outside the country, and they've agreed that the guy will, as a move there with the lady. After the marriage, the guy said, no, you have to leave that outside the country and come back to Nigeria. Okay, come back to Nigeria to do what? You don't have a stable job. You are still living with your family in your family's house, not with your family, but you are living in your family's house. They gave you a room there, and you are expecting me to leave the country where at least things are still working for us. to come to Nigeria. No, it's not possible. And the guy was like, now I am. But we discussed this. You agree that you are coming over.
Can you imagine?
You
So
understand?
they discuss before marriage.
Yeah.
So I say it's not about discussing. Some people will say, okay,
And
don't
then
worry.
you just change. You say, no, just you are the head of the. If you need your home, you have to come over.
Let the home stay there.
In this situation,
my sister got married too. The husband relocated and resided at Ikorodu, and she was on the mainland working at the mainland. So he was like, you are married, you never spend this thing, you have to come and live in Ikorodu. And my sister was like, oh God, if you cannot come to mainland, forget about it, because she was working and you are trying to meet intimate and all that. So you expect me to leave my job at mainland where I'm paying, I'm getting few change. You expect me to leave there and come to Ikorodu? I said, okay, let's do like this. During the weekdays, I'll be on the mainland. Then on the weekend, I'll go to Ikorodu, come and meet you. And they did that for a while before she eventually moved there. So I feel like there had to be a mutual understanding from both parties. So it's not that one person just wake up in the morning and believe that because I married I'm the Jagaban of the house.
Sometimes it is like a selfish motive.
Exactly.
You just want somebody, you want to marry because you want someone to be taking care of you.
The guy begged, she cried, but this guy was no. Even if it is this one room, outside the country, no.
A lot of ladies have been deceived into that. Don't worry, once you come here, I will establish you, I will do this for you. And like what I was saying, that things doesn't go the way you plan at times. So do you have plan A, plan B, plan C? Do you set realistic goals for yourself? You are making the plans together before marriage. Do you are this part of the things you plan, or you are just planning? A lot of people plan, they spend money planning for the wedding, but they don't plan for the themselves. How do you want to sustain yourself? How do you want to take care of the children? How do you want to plan your job? Are you planning to set her up? You understand? As a woman that is doing well, what do you want your man to be doing? Because there's no way the ego will play out. The man will feel low that, is it because I'm not making money? At least I was working where I was. You're the one that told me to come. But I think these are the things that should be discussed properly before you go for that. Still on Chivido, and it's an amazing one. Before we go, they say our time is hot, but before we just wrap up the session on this, let me just ask one or two of us here, at least 1-2 questions, things you want to leave our audience with from this experience.
Yeah, what I want to say itself from what Davido said. He said that Chioma can cook.
Now that one you remember.
And Chioma, she's a beautiful woman, but still you're still cheating. You understand? So men should please be disciplined. It's all discipline. Yes,
discipline.
Because he has, you said it, he has everything. So why are you still looking out? So let's men too.
Like someone said that men are always chasers. Like they will chase once they've seen finish, they've seen everything. Like somebody was saying, don't let your husband see you finish. By the time you don't see you finish, you say yes to.
Now they should not see you finish.
But our mothers taught us that give everything, give it all.
That's what you mean is don't relax.
Don't relax.
Like the way Chioma came
don't wear trousers every day.
When Chioma gave birth to twins.
Wait, this girl wants she wants trim. She said,
I said don't wear trousers every day. Then I said when you were saying that people don't see you finish. It's not always say you on trousers. Let him always see your mini skirts.
Did you see Chioma's structure during this wedding?
Now.
Can you compare it to when Chioma just gave birth to the twins? So you just have to
figure eight.
Turn them.
Upside down.
Keep turning his hair so that he will keep coming back, so that he will not even look out. But there are some men, no matter how they still want chop. They want chop. The men are polygamous in nature. That time vlog. Remember that time where Prof Daddy talks. I like all kinds of women, and you wanted to cast it all kinds of women. I was like all kinds of women, like what, like fat, thin, slim, black, dark. She said no. She now said, I think he replied one of the people that chatted that responded to the post that I like all women, but I chose one. You always see what you like. Be disciplined enough to know that okay, this one I chose to stay with him, and I chose to keep my steez face front. So over to you, Bishop.
To me, I would be like, okay, I'm not So as long as we're attacking the men, let me advise women too. You know, I'm not really, I've not really stayed like how many years in my marriage, but you know, these are the things I just, so yeah, I feel like as a lady, you should be able to persevere no matter the kind of storm coming your way. Nobody said it was going to be easy. Even when you are praying, when you go to, you know, in the church and you be like, for better, for worse, the priest knew there's going to be worse. He wasn't referring to the time of maybe hardship financially. He knew that, you know, it's not how men will always be men. Except, so you just know how to persevere, you know, learn to be able to hold your man. Because there are many wolves clothed in sheep's clothed in wolves clothed in sheepskin outside.
In a bit to hold the man, hold him and give him what he wants.
Why
hold him?
Not hold him. I
You hold him, you use prayer to hold him.
I'll be fasting. Pastor says to fast. No, I never heard that. You know, just learn to persevere. And
you know, we're discussing something. So briefly, with just 1 minute, we're discussing something. I think I overheard my husband and Pastor talking about something that maybe they were talking about computer, and it was like, children of this day, they don't have patience. They can't, their endurance level is kind of low. You know, like you were saying, perseverance is a very important key in keeping marriages, in keeping homes. But how many young Gen Z generation can really persevere? Do you understand? God will help. You know, that is very important. No chill pill. They don't have chill pill to sustain something. And I think we have discussed that okay, when should a man or a woman say, okay, I think I'm done with this? I think we discussed that when a relationship, you see that both parties are not ready to make it work. It's not just about one person. Once you see that, okay, this person is not really making an attempt, or the one that is working, the other party is not making the work to look it or to give you result, then you can just give room for separation for a while maybe both of you go and reset and talk about it, that do we really want to make this work or not. So I think we really need to increase our perseverance level. All right, thank you very much, Bishop. Good to have you here. I hope you're going to. I love that. You know, I really love your comportment and everything, and I love everything that you do. And I look forward to seeing you and having you again. If you call you, I hope David will allow you.
It's 1 year in the studio with us.
So glad to have you once again. And emoji, Lady Sugar.
Thank you. You just accept that. No, just accept it.
All right. So to our audience, thank you for staying tuned. Thank you for being a part of this. And to Chivido, thank you. God bless you. Thank you for giving us something to talk about, and for giving the old social media in-laws, for entertaining us. And you know, your story, your love story is something that we are able to carve out this from, and for other ladies out there and for men also to learn something from it. I wish you all the best in your union. Your home is blessed. Everything that you've lost, God has even given you. He has recovered. You have recovered all, and God will give you more. He will bless your home. He will bless your union. And for people that are yet to be married, God will give you your own chioma. And for ladies, you give your own thing. You know, you give a man after God's heart, not really about your will, but what God wants for you, a perfect match for you, someone that will love you even in your weakness. That is very important. Someone that will love you in your weakness, that won't be attracted to your strength alone. So till we come your way again next week for another interesting episode of Just a Chat with Bumi Alabi. It's me saying, have an amazing weekend and see you. Bye.
Bye.